This is my moment, watch me shine. I'm unstoppable, feel it in my soul. Good vibes only, I'm in control. Turn the music up, let the rhythm roll. I move my body, I'm alive, I glow. Unstoppable, dancing through the fire. Every step higher, taking me higher. Smile so big, can't hold it in. Good vibes, good life, let's begin. Every scar made me wiser. Every tear lit the fire. I don't fear what's ahead.
And I am live, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. This is Araneth. I am the face behind this beautiful personal business page on Facebook and on my YouTube. Hello, everybody. Happy Friday. Oh, finally, it's Friday. Oh, my God. This week has been really challenging and exhausting for me. And of course, I'll take that as a as a blessing because I step out from my comfort zone, right? Comfort zone in doing did a lot of things. I created a lot of brain cells. I did something very uncomfortable also, but it's been incredibly amazing, and I'm mentally exhausted. But again, guess what? I show up every day, no matter what. After tonight, I'm gonna be doing probably my podcasts, recording some 5 podcasts that I had to finish all the inspired actions that I put on my journal. Then after that, I had to finish my book writing. I'm I'm writing a book, so I had to finish 2 of the videos that my mentor told me to do and do some of assignments also, and tweak a little bit of my ad as well, and yeah, that's pretty much it. And do my meditation and go to bed, and then wake up again early tomorrow and serve, right? So it is already 8:24, so I'm gonna make this live really short as I have some stuff that I need to do. I can't really go to bed without finishing all the inspired action that I have written in my in my journal, my weekly journal. But again, welcome in, whether you are here live with me right now or watching this replay a later time, because I truly believe that whenever you arrive at a message like this, it means your body, your mind, and your heart are ready to slow down and receive something really deeper, right? So yeah, take it slow, right? And we'll get started, right? So again, for those of you who doesn't know me, I am the face behind this business page, personal page, and I'm so grateful, guys, for 2 million that's watching right now. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Today we are on day 23 of the Magic Book by Rhonda Byrne. This is the one. I always say her name, right? Just a disclaimer. I had to really put her name on this because she might be watching, right? So today we are on the day 23, and the practice is called the magical air that you breathe. That is day 23, the magical air that you breathe. Okay, which really invite us to move our gratitude away from things we want to receive and towards the very foundation of life that is already sustaining us every single second, and that's breathing, right? That's why this day is powerful, guys, because it really shifts gratitude from the mind into the body and from wanting into being, right? So the core practice of this day 23 really shares that when just like Rhonda Byrne, right? Rhonda Byrne shares that when she first heard the idea of being grateful for the air she breathes, it felt unnecessary and even strange because breathing had always been automatic. It's constant and something that she never consciously thought about. And the same thing like me. Like I never thought in a million years that I have to be grateful the way I breathe. in and out, because that's life. Right? That's the life that we're breathing with. I never even say gratitude to myself back then. I only say gratitude if someone gave me something. I always do thank you, right? But of course, saying thank you is just like there's no emotion behind it. But right now, I'm very intentional, right? And anything that I have been noticing in my life right now, I always say thank you. And this reaction really makes perfect sense, because when something is always present, always available, and never demands attention, we begin to overlook it, forget it, and eventually take it for granted, right? But as Rhonda life began to transform through the consistent practice of gratitude, she realized that the smallest, quietest, and most overlooked aspect of life were actually the greatest miracles of all. The air you breathe, the air you breathe is not just something that happens, it is life itself moving through you moment by moment without asking for anything in return, right? And let me give you the bigger picture. Life is not an accident. Rhonda, my understanding that Rhonda really invite us to consider the bigger picture, that reminding us that Earth exists within a perfectly balanced system. Why? Because it really does allows life to thrive in a way that that is incredibly precise and incredibly rare. And what does it mean, right? Like there is a thin layer of the atmosphere, right? And surrounding this planet that really protects us, nourishes us, and makes breathing possible. While beyond that layer, life as we know it cannot exist, right? That's why trees release oxygen, the atmosphere continually replenish itself, and every breath you take really delivers life to every cell, to every cell in your body, in my body, in a perfectly coordinated process, right? So when you truly slow down and really consider the infinite intelligence, right, I would say the balance and the harmony really required for just one breath to possibly to be possible, like gratitude begins to deepen naturally without any effort or force. That's why breathe is the deepest form of gratitude. That Rhonda Byrne explains when you read the book here on the day 23. She really did explain that we take one breath after another throughout our lives, rarely stopping, to acknowledge that without air. You know, none of us would exist beyond a few minutes without breathing. That's why breathing is the most intimate relationship you will ever have with life, because it happens continuously, silently, and faithfully. Whether you are awake, whether you are asleep, calm, stressed, joyful, or overwhelmed, you are still breathing. That's why when you become grateful for the air you breathe, you are no longer expressing gratitude or um, circumstances, outcomes, or possessions, because you are already expressing gratitude for existence itself, right? So, this level of gratitude really shifts you into a state of deep peace, because it no longer depends on anything changing outside of you, right? Let me give you guys some example. Think about a time when your breathing suddenly became noticeable, such as during stress, such as illness, anxiety, exhaustion or maybe emotional outbursts or overwhelm, right? When each breath felt precious and intentional, right? Like we can only notice our breathing too when we go running and like you're like you're you are breathing so fast and like we never even thought about it, right? That's actually the life that you are breathing with, and then we never have been really really grateful about it. Yeah, so in those moments air becomes valuable, and it's immediate too, and deep. It has a deeply meaningful one. That's why uh, Rhonda Byrne really teaches us that we do not need to wait for difficult to appreciate breathing, because when we consciously aware or consciously feel gratitude for the air entering and leaving our body, our nervous system relaxes, our emotions softens, and our thoughts slow down naturally. That's why when you go to the doctor, right, and then you are so stressed out, or maybe someone that you know, and then you are freaking out, and then people always say that take a deep breath, right? Or even though someone is taking your blood pressure, right? Sometimes they say take a deep breath, and then you exhale, inhale, exhale, right? Because honestly, your body, your body, from the moment that you breathe in and out, your nervous system relaxes. That's why when you do the breathing meditation, it also relaxes your nervous system from stress to ease, from stress to calm, right? That's why those are the most precious thing that you can do to heal yourself too, right? Just by doing breathing meditations as well. Yeah, so this is why breath based gratitude has such a powerful effect on both emotional balance and physical well being. That's why this day 23 practice is just one of the most powerful thing that you can read in this book, the magic book. Yeah. So now let's walk gently and slowly through the magic practice number 23. Okay, and exactly as it is described in the book, allowing ourselves to really experience it rather than rush through it. You know, Rhonda Byrne did mention that you 5 times throughout the day, you are invited to pause whether you are doing something, no matter how busy or ordinary feel it seems or it feels, right? And consciously bring your attention to the air that you are breathing, right? You you take 5 deliberate breaths that she mentioned, allowing yourself to feel the air moving into your lungs, expanding to your chest. Then that nourish your body and supporting your life. So when as you breathe in, you feel the freshness and life entering you. And as you breathe out, you feel the relief, the release, and quiet joy of letting go. Yeah. So that 5 minutes, that's 5 breathing. Then you gently say the magic words, either silently or out loud. Thank you for the magical air that I breathe. That's basically what it says over here. Thank you for the magical air that I breathe. And that has been a really good, powerful word that I've learned for 5 years of reading this book. It's just like thanking the air that you breathe. You say it loudly, probably yours say it quietly as long as it's sincere and with as much gratitude as you are able to feel in that moment, knowing that even a small feeling is enough, right? Become emotionally involved with it. And then you can practice this one anywhere and anytime. She did mention, or I mean, she did explain that while this practice is beautiful to do outdoors, by breathing the fresh air, right? For me, I love doing it when I go for a walk early in the morning, especially during the winter time, like this month, still winter, right? And then you feel the breeze, the air, the cold air that entering into your body and really, uh, you know, really change, right? Change the feeling how you feel just by breathing out the old, and then you're breathing in the new air. And yeah, you can also do this indoors, right, with your eyes open or with your eyes closed while walking, while waiting, or working, or simply being, right? And then just like what I did at work today, because it's been very, very challenging and stressful at the same time. But of course, I always see that as a blessing, because I am learning something. I am doing something that I've never done before. And of course, it's just like I feel so anxious because I never done it. And then, so the only way for me to pause and to really, really release the old, right? The anxiousness, that because that's not really serving me. So I just close my eyes and then do my breathing meditation, and just visualize that I can do this, talking to myself in words that I can do this. You got this, Arnett, you got this. And I said, I can do this. I can do this, just by breathing in and out. And then, yeah, so if uh, if taking is, and then the thing is, you can slightly do some deeper breath too, because that really helps you feel more gratitude you allow that than you allow that, I mean. So again, uh saying thank you as you breathe, right, also helps you connect emotionally. Yeah, it really does. And then there's no perfect way to do it. Just be present. Okay. So yeah, so the deepest message that I can share you guys that I really learned from this day 23 is that Rhonda Byrne really teaches us that when a person becomes deeply grateful of the air they breathe, they reach one of the deepest possible levels of gratitude, you know. And at this level, gratitude is no longer conditional. It is no longer transactional, or even you would say, or what's the word? Or depend on outcomes, right? It becomes a natural state of being. It becomes automatic, right? So when gratitude becomes a state of being, abundance flows effortlessly, easily, and quickly, also because you are aligned with the life itself rather than resisting it. So this is why this is something that I've learned. I don't know if it's Deepak Chopra. Oh, it's one of the he did mention why ancient teachings described deeply grateful people as alchemists. Won't alchem or maybe I read that from the alchemist book, that it did mention over there that individuals who could transform ordinary life into something sacred. And what is that? It's all about the breathing, right? I think it's probably the alchemist book where I see that one. Yeah, so again, and then nightly practice, this is something that I really want to share with you guys during nighttime. So just before you go to sleep tonight, you gently hold your magic rock in one hand. This is the one, right, allowing your body to relax into bed, right? And even though I am here in the office, I always have the magic rack. I always have the magic rack on my pocket, right? And even though in my suit, when I go to work, and then I just hold my pocket and I have the magic rack and my gold card that I can carry with me all the time. It's just really a reminder uh, that today is a great day. And then my gold card is also reminding me that I am doing this. Because it's just a reminder, because sometimes we forget because of the chaos world that's happening in our life, right? But if you have that goal card, and this really reminds you that you are you are present, right? That you have a great day, that I am doing this for my family, for because of the goal, right? So those are really, really good reminder. Yeah, so just hold your magic rock in one hand and allowing your body to relax into the bed. And then you reflect on the best thing that happened during the day, no matter how small or no matter how big it seems, right? But again, and then you quietly say the magic words, thank you, allowing gratitude to settle into your subconscious mind as you fall asleep. Because again, the subconscious mind is awake 24/7. But the most precious time for your subconscious mind to receive is when you're sleeping, right? So, yeah. So again, wow, it's 21 minutes. So my final share for you guys tonight is really, I really want to invite you to stop rushing past. I mean, I really want to invite you to stop rushing past the miracle of being alive. Right, every breath is proof that life is supporting you and sustaining you and carrying you forward. That's why I love doing these affirmations at the end of my go live, and it is all related to the chapter, or today is day 23. And I really want to thank you for this, for the magical air that I breathe. You say that to yourself. And thank you for life flowing through me with ease, and thank you for sustaining me moment by moment. And thank you, and thank you. So that's it, everybody. That's something that I really want to share it with you guys. Thank you. Thank you, Chi Manzano, watching from Edmonton. Wow, it's already like probably what time is it there now? 1 hour, 9:44. And watching from Orlando, Emily. Wow. I'll see you on June, Emily. There in Florida for the convention. Hi, Andrea. Thank you. Thank you. And then, hello, coach, watching from Calgary. See, so this is something that I love in our business. We have a really good supporting business partners here from all over the world. Really. So that's why for those of you who is watching or like thinking joining this incredible business, you have full support from everybody, from our beautiful community. You're not doing this business by yourself. You're doing this business with a group of people. And you got to change your mindset also. And so many things that you can learn in this business as well. So, again, that's it, everybody. And I really want to share this music with you guys that I created recently. There you go. Where are you? There you go. There.
I wake up knowing I'm already blessed. I breathe in peace, I release the stress. I don't chase, I don't force the way. What's meant for me finds me every day. I trust the timing, I trust the flow. Everything I need already knows where I am, who I am becoming. Abundance hears me, abundance is coming. I let go of doubt, I soften my mind. What I desire is already mine. Yeah, money comes to me easily. Money flows to me effortlessly. I'm aligned, I am ready to receive. Abundance moves naturally to me. Yeah, no fear, no rush, no fight inside. I open my hands, I let life provide. Money comes to me easily, effortlessly, abundantly. Oh, 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 effortlessly, abundantly. I am worthy just as I stand. I don't need permission to expand. The more I give, the more I grow. The universe pays me back in full. Doors open wide when I show up true. Opportunities come out of the blue. I'm supported, guided, divinely led. Overflow is written over my head. I shift my story, I claim my worth. I was born for abundance on this earth. Yeah. Money comes to me easily. Money flows to me effortlessly. I am aligned, I am ready to receive. Abundance moves naturally to me. Yeah. No fear, no rush, no fight inside. I open my hands, I let life provide. Money comes to me easily, effortlessly, abundantly. Effortlessly, abundantly. Effortlessly, abundantly. I release struggle. I release scarcity. I choose ease. I choose trust. I allow wealth to find me now. Money comes to me easily. Money flows to me effortlessly. I am magnetic. I am free. Abundance is my reality. I receive, I believe, I allow. Everything I desire is here now. Money comes to me easily. And so it is.
Yay! That's it, everybody. That's it, that's it. And so it is. Money comes to me easily and effortlessly. And this is something that I've learned from my mentor, Bob Proctor. And I listened to this affirmation for 2 years. You know, it's just the way you have to train your mind to have a really good relationship with money, guys. Money is not evil. It's the person who is creating that, right? Money actually is your servant because it's serving you beautifully, but it's how you're going to use it, right? So once you really train your mind to have a really good relationship with money, anything appear. So all of a sudden opportunity showed up in front of you. Um, when you're looking for a job, right, and you have that certain amount of money, like you know what, I want to make 6 figures. If that's what you want, you always get it. And then in one of those product, right? Like for me, like, you know what? I want to find a job that really gives me six-figure income. And you command it to the universe listen to that, and then the universe give it back to you. You know, like you are not, if you want to earn six figures income, for example, and then your inner self, right, is thinking like lack and limitation. Let's say if you want to earn 100,000, for example, right? And you're questioning yourself like how are you going to do that, the how is none of your business, right? That's God's work. As long as this is what you want, remain that, stay there, stay in that higher vibration. Don't think that you consciously want 100,000, but deep inside, right, you're thinking about 50,000. No, it's not going to work, right? You're confusing the universe. So you know exactly what you want. This is what I want. I'm going to stay there and then do what it takes in order for you to get that, right? And this is simple. Like you can find it in YouTube, like the affirmation of Bob Proctor that I've been um, using for 2 years, and then listen to that on the loop every night before I go to sleep. Like, what did he say? Money comes to me in increasing quantities from multiple sources on a continuous basis. So that's the affirmation. Money comes to me. Money comes to me in increasing quantities from multiple sources on a continuous basis. And he said that over and over and over again. And you know what I did? I borrowed that, right? I borrowed that. I recorded it using my voice, and I listen to that every night. I think I still have it on my cell phone, you know, and I listen to it too. And that's a great idea. I might do it as well tonight because I haven't done it for a long time. Yeah, so usually at night I always play frequency music when I go to bed, or I play my affirmations also when I go to bed. And yeah, so you have to train yourself. You know, you have to train yourself to have a good relationship with money. And then, even though, but don't check your bank account all the time, because if you check your bank account, like, oh my God, you are training your mind to think abundance, and then later on at the end of the day, you check the your bank account, and then that 3D reality is the one that affecting you inwards. You know, just visualize that you already just add 0000 in front of that, whatever it is, right? So that's basically that you need to do. Training. A baby or a kid doesn't know her or his name if you did not do repetition by saying his or her name over and over and over again. The same thing with the animal, right? My dog Bianca over here doesn't even know her name until we keep repeating and repeating and repeating her name, and she eventually get it. Like, probably she's thinking, like, because she's here underneath the table, maybe she's thinking like, wait, why they keep saying and saying Bianca and Bianca and Bianca, and they give me a treat. And that's probably she realized that maybe Bianca is her name. And now it's a dog. We're talking to a dog, right? So it's the same thing in your goal. Your goal, even though your goal doesn't speak, but listen. It listens to you. Everything is energy. The same thing with the money. If you say like money, that's why you have to name your money too. The name of my money is Mr. Oh, what gosh, it makes me laugh because I name my money. And this is something that I've learned from Florence Sheen Escoville from one of her book. Oh my God, I forgot her book. I think The Game of Life and How You Play It, I believe. Yeah. Or I've read so many books, guys, and then I've learned that from her. You have to name your money, and then the name of my money is Mr. Cashington. You know, oh no, Mr. Cashflow, right? Because she uses Mr. Cashington is her the name of her money, and for me, the name of my money is Mr. Cash flow. So you say, so every time you spend money, thank you, Mr. Cash Flow, because it's you are circulating it. It's also in the Bible. It must circulate. So once you spend it, you say, thank you, Mr. Cash Flow, because you know that it will always come back to you. You know, just like this, every time I think about the money, and then something just like unexpectedly, PayPal messaged me that I have someone send me money, you know, and then and I didn't know it's actually one of our business partners who 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 did finance her product, and I forget about it, and she paid it just like payable for 2 years, I believe, and I all of a sudden I got the check. Like, where is my check came from? You know, I unexpected. And then later on, I received a voicemail recently from the company that I am partnered with that I won the contest. So you see, anything like that, it's just all of a sudden you're receiving it. And then thank you also for my Meta, because I receive money from my personal and my business, because I am monetizing it too. So those little things that you do, you just like say thank you. Even though also, and here's the thing, guys, I know most of you actually see a penny or 1 cent outside, and mostly people doesn't pick that up. For me, even though a penny, I'll pick it up, you know. And then this is something that I've observed so many people, many people. Especially, I remember the time when I was waiting for the bus going to work because I don't have a car for the first 2 years that I am here in the United States back then, and I stay waiting for the bus, and there's a couple of pennies on the street, and people don't pick it up. And then I've learned it the hard way. There are sometimes also that I don't pick up because I feel it's filthy, it's really dirty. But and I saw my dad is a cart pusher before. You know, he's working one in here in United States in Walmart. And of course, he's a cart pusher. And then every time he push the cart, and he always pick a coin. He always pick a penny. And guess what? Penny is now being they don't make pennies here now in the United States. So for those of you who's watching right now, if you are from the US, right, start collecting penny. Because why? I work at the bank, right? I work at the bank, and uh United States doesn't make penny anymore, right? And if you are one of those people who wants to collect it, 10 years from now, 20 years from now, or 50 years from now, that penny that you pick can cost probably, I don't know how much. The reason why I know this one is because I used to be a bank manager. Okay. I used to be a bank manager like 7 years ago. And those gold coins, or the half-dollar coins, or the silver coins, cost a lot, a lot. And here's something that I've watched with Louis Hose. He was walking in New York, right? And then he saw a penny on the road. And of course, his affirmation is, money comes to me easily and effortlessly from multiple sources. That's what his affirmations all the time, right? And then all of a sudden, when you ask, you will always God, or God, the universe, the infinite intelligence, or the source will give you. It's either he will give you a penny, it's either he will give you $100 something like that. So when he was walking in the middle of the street in New York, he saw a penny, right? And he picked the penny, he went at home, he removed all the coins in his pocket, he put it on his bedside. And all of a sudden, he kind of like he didn't really think about it, but something in that penny that he saw. And he saw it and it's 19, it's very old. It is very old penny. And when he Googled it, it costs 4,000 plus US dollar, because that is one of the rarest penny that you can find somewhere. See, so that's the reason why when you ask God, the universe, doing all your affirmations, as long as you're emotionally involved, you put emotions to it, that like money comes to me in increasing quantities from multiple sources on a continuous basis. So when all of a sudden you see a penny or a dollar or whatever it is, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, because you don't know that penny that you're holding is probably in the 1800s. And when you're gonna sell that somewhere else, my goodness, that's gonna be a big, big one for you guys. That's why for me, like right now, I'm collecting a lot of penny. I am collecting a lot of penny because it's being uh they're not gonna make any penny anymore. So that could be a gift for your kids, for your grandkids every year, stuff like that. Because how do I know? Because I saw this grandpa on Christmas, right? And I went to the bank and I saw this grandpa, and I asked like, why? That's a lot of penny that you're collecting. And then later on, and then one of the teller said, because I know, because I work at the bank, right? I work at the bank, and then I asked, and then I know that they don't make any penny anymore. And then I asked, I'm like, why that's so much penny? I know, because you guys, they're not gonna make a penny anymore, and I'd rather take this one so this can be my gift for my grandkids every single year. Like, that is makes sense. You know what? I'm gonna start collecting penny now too. So now every time I go to the bank, I get like 10 rolls of penny. I know it's heavy, but you don't know how much would it cost, right? How much would it cost 10 years from now, 20 years from now. you know, that's a really good savings for you guys. Even though you buy it for 1 penny right now, probably it costs $20 for 1 penny. You don't know how much, right? Because I collect lots of gold coin too, and I see it online. How much is the gold coin? You bought it for $1, and then that costs. It depends on the year as well. Some it costs $50. Some it costs. It's just like the rarest one, just like an antique, right? The older it is, it's more costly too. So I just want to keep you guys in mind for that. So for those of you who was watching right now who are in the United States, you are very lucky because because you have to start collecting that now, just like me. Okay, so that's it for me, everybody. Thank you so much, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye bye.
This is my moment, watch me shine. I'm unstoppable, feel it in my soul.